Welcome to the ancient wonders of civilization. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the moment we've all been waiting for, the reason Frontier put the mythology pack into Planet Coaster at launch, so this theme park here could be made. This end-to-end mega mythology park literally has everything you could possibly think of. From Roman Colosseums, Mount Olympus, Troy, the Trojan Horse, mythological creatures, aqueduct systems running throughout the whole park, water parks, the Underworld of Hades. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. I don't think there's anything that's actually been forgotten. And this is the one mythology park to rule them all. So, stay tuned and let's check it out. Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight. Today we're going to be looking at Ancient Wonders created by JMK11235, an unranked and now builder, and also a bronze patron. Thank you so much for your support, JMK. I really do appreciate it. And here they say, a Greek and Roman theme park with many famous landmarks. The Colosseum and Acropolis are front and center, but I really enjoyed making the Ostia Harbor wave pool. I really tried to ensure every flat ride that really elevated each area. Cannot compute that sentence. I added a fair amount of triggered events and used animatronics to create some fun moments. Recommended viewing at 10 a.m., but there is lighting to check it out at night. Instructions. The Mount Olympus Adventure Jeeps need to have the intervals increased to 20 seconds. It always reverts to 2 seconds on save. No freaking way! That explains so many things. In yesterday's Park Spotlight, we had a coaster crashing going up a lift, and I was wondering what was going on there, and I said all you have to do is change the interval time. That's because it was reverting. And then the week before, we did a park by the Bitter Elegance called Polynesian Hideaway Resort and Spa, and that too was crashing because the interval times were too short. So, more issues thanks to Frontier not testing their game. Oh no, lordy lordy. Okay, so we'll have to remember when we get to the Mount Olympus Adventure Jeeps that I'll have to change the interval time. So the workaround for that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be, if you're making a park, just put like one train on your coaster. I know it's gonna not be the way, the throughput won't be as good, but your park, you don't really care about making money in the park. What you care about is people loading up your park and not having all their creations crash. So if you do have something that relies on minimal interval times, just set one train on the experience and that should fix it. But that is great to know because we have run into this a few times. Anyways, this park looks absolutely astonishing. By far the best mythology creation of all time. I've never seen anything like it. This is a nod to the Greek gods themselves and an absolute joy of an experience for us here today. I'm looking forward to this, so let's get right on into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing it again. I rarely do this, and I'm doing it back-to-back 2 days in a row, starting things off from the bird's eye view, just to show you what we're in for here today, and it is absolutely sensational. This here it's like this is where the park begins for me, or the experience begins. You got the two statues there, the Poseidon statues, and the wave pool here, and it just feels like something you see out of a movie. Like, this is insane. The wooden coaster goes behind it. This is a great way to close off the edges of the map into sand because it actually looks like the coastline rippling up to the shore. Unfortunately, the waves are going the wrong way, but, you know, from a bird's eye view, it kind of looks cool. And I like that. It's super cool. And all it is it's a gigantic wave pool. And I didn't even know you could make pools this big. I guess if you just keep adding and adding and adding and adding to it, they just get bigger. In theory, guests could swim in this if we opened it up. It's absolutely insane, right? And then we have this. I've been asking for exploration flumes, and I've been hinting at, you know, the flume contest is starting soon, so I've been wanting to grab as many flume creations for the week, and this park has a few, as you can see. So anyways, I just wanted to show that there. We're in for a treat here. This is a sprawling end-to-end mega park with some of the most incredible things I have ever seen in Planet Coaster. And this is following yesterday's episode where I was literally losing my mind saying this has to be the best park of all time, at least for Planet Coaster 2, right? But definitely yesterday's park was, it's up there in the top 10 or 20, you know, of all-time greats, even through Planet Coaster 1 spotlights. It's ridiculously good. And this one appears to be competing for that #1 spot. Now we're gonna have to do like a voting system on what are the best parks in Planet Coaster 2 so far and in what order. I don't know how many we've featured so far, but I think the playlist is at about 16 or 20, somewhere between there. I've been trying to get as many of the parks out as possible, and I pretty much have been kept up with all of the submissions that have come out in terms of parks. This is beautiful. All of Flat Rides have been modified and decorated in some way or another. I don't know where I want to start. You know what? I think we should go to Troy, head over to the Trojan Horse there, get us on a Troy coaster, go to War here. There's some pretty cool stuff going on over here. Got some swimming pools, just a couple lone swimmers over there. A lot of trash. I actually added janitors in, and I guess there's just some issues, because I know with the Polynesian Hideaway, there was trash everywhere there too. I guess things are not saving properly. As a result, when I view them, we see some of these things. So this Trojan Horse, by the way, I don't even know where the entrance is. It is a flat ride. Yeah. I think this is the queue. Look at that. That is an incredible construction. I don't even know how many pieces that is, but if you go up to it, it swings back and forth. It's one of the swingy rides, and it's the best usage of the swingy. I don't even know what the ride's called, but it goes back and forth. It's so cool. And you've even hollowed it out in the inside here. That's kind of neat. So in some ways, it's like we're lowering down the people, and it's so cool. Yeah, you can see the belly of the horse is actually on the bottom here. Well, the original Trojan Horse was a way to hide people inside. So if you look at that there, that's its hidden state. And then it whoop, lets them out. You turned it into an actual transport system. It's brilliant. But it also looks like a battering ram, which is cool. It seconds as a battering ram, which is really, really freaking cool. I love it. So here we are at Troy. La la. We are being entertained. Are you not entertained? Well, step into Troy, and surely you will be. I will say, as grand as this park is, as incredible as this park is, I can already tell there's no music across the entire park. I haven't seen or heard any. I was taking B-roll shots, and I just thought, darn, you know what? I'm still like, one of the reasons I keep asking people to add music is because Planet Coaster 2 has added like 50 new soundtracks. I haven't heard any of them. I haven't heard any of them. And I think this park here is calling for some of those legendary songs to be played for us. That's cool. The top of that building kind of lifted up. Surprise. Very cool. I will probably add some... Oh, the coasters have music. I can hear music. Let's go. Okay, thankfully we have that. I'm happy. Happy camper. Okay. We're gonna watch... Wait, what? Skywatcher. Looks to be an RMC, and test results are here. 1.7 kilometers in length, 100 kilometers per hour. Some inversions on there, 7 inversions. Looking cool. Biggest drop is about 40 meters. Nicely done. Interestingly enough, you can see here, 8,000 guests have poured into this park. It appears like there's no one in this park. That's how big the park is. Might actually be the literal biggest park in Planet Coaster 2 so far. And I thought that's what I thought yesterday broke that record. So we're getting spoilt this weekend, guys, with these back-to-back best parks we've ever seen in Planet Coaster 2. It's very, very cool. Okay, we're going seat view. No riders with us, no flailers, so we can enjoy the POV as intended. They also said to check things out at night. We'll see some. I'll check for nighttime lighting, for sure. Let's go. Good googly moogly. That's quite the coaster layout on that. And I think we lost our head a couple times. Coaster could definitely use a little bit of smoothing here and there. There's a little bit of jank, but it's quite the epic adventure. And a few head chopper moments, definitely. Do we have nighttime lighting, I wonder? Not really. But maybe we can do like a sunset. Ooh. Yeah, why not? Oh, I like it. And the classic, the song is always in my mind going to be from Mountain Rescue by J.R. Tinman. When was that released? I gotta search this. Rescue Mountain. I re-released 7 years ago. I can't believe it. If you haven't seen it, go to the search tab on my channel and search Rescue Mountain. It was from our storytelling contest 7 years ago. That coaster made such an impact to me that this song forever stuck in my head for 7 years as Rescue Mountain song. Such a legendary creation. I mean, it was so epic, in fact, I re-released it in 4K just about a year ago. So there's a newer, updated version as well on the channel. As one of the greatest coasters of all time, POVs. But you guys didn't seem to like that series. Basically, the greatest coasters of all time series, it was me, you know, going back to Planet Coaster with, you know, the latest CPU processors out there on the market to get a slightly better frame rate, as well as a 4K monitor to get better quality, more pixels, and just, you know, give you guys the POV of the best coasters of the past. But without the commentary, nobody really enjoyed it, which is crazy to me because I thought my commentary was ridiculous. I just scream and say good googly moogly, wowee, and holy Toledos. That is what I do. But I guess my enthusiasm is welcomed. So I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, I actually just wanted to go back and record all the best coasters of all time just so I could re-experience them. And I thought you guys would enjoy that too. But apparently you guys enjoy the commentary, which is the last thing I would have expected. Oh, look at this. This is chill. People just chilling out here. Very pretty park so far, though. I mean, using all the white limestone rocks and stuff and the sandy beaches, the blue clear water. It looks incredible. I love it. Looking really, really nice. Where are they getting in? What is this? Let's go up here. I think this is a bridge. Yeah, I was like, is this a lineup for something? No, it is in fact a bridge to the Colosseum. I can't see through this horde of people. I was saying that there was not very many guests over in Troy, but they're all over here, so I expect big things from this Colosseum. What is actually going on in here? Let's find out. That's a swimming pool? What? I thought I would... In my mind, I was like, dueling coasters or something? Mobius style dueling coaster? Nope. It's a swimming pool. Well... The Romans have turned from violence into chilling over the years. Not mad at it. I guess with the upcoming updates for February and March, they're going to be adding custom media, custom music, dual synchronized coasters, and a few other things. There will be an opportunity for people to... Oh, look at the launch off that slide. There will be an opportunity for people to try to one-up this creation here and see if they can, you know, do some better concepts, like I said, a dueling Colosseum with dueling coasters. I have no idea what the heck is happening up here. Is this a path? Oh, I can pass through here. How do we get to these slides? I have no idea. And you know what? The slides break half the time anyways, so I think we're gonna have to break immersion here and fly up. As I've mentioned over the last couple videos, the proper way to view slides without the camera breaking is to select the guests themselves. Oh, wow. Look at that. Launch. That is phenomenal. I gotta do that again. That was so good. Oh, wow. Look at the view. Woohoo! Nicely done. So we're just gonna zip around to, oh no, we need to get someone on this one. Somebody please? Sometimes I also noticed if you, oh, it's closed and it has not been tested. Interesting. Well, we passed the test. Let's open her up. Maybe we get some guests coming up here. All right, I will cut to it when hopefully we get somebody. I don't even know if they can get here. How did you construct this pathwork? That's, oh, we got people going up. They're turning away. Don't turn away. How dare you? Ah, here we go, here we go, here we go. Not interested. What? This has been happening to me like crazy. And I don't understand the reasoning for it. Like, why would the guests even walk all the way up to it? Like, obviously, they're programmed and weighted to go up to the ride because they're interested in going on it. Then they get there and they turn around. How frustrating is that? Fix your game, Frontier. I feel like I'm saying that like 8 times a week. Okay, we're going test mode because game don't work. Wow. Will we get the splash? Nope. Thanks, Frontier. Okay, well, we'll just leave it open. And we got one up here. Is this also not getting any traffic? This just looks awesome. One thing I noticed is it's really hard to smooth a slide in Planet Coaster 2. I couldn't figure it out for myself. I made a bunch of flumes and I could not smooth them. So hopefully that comes in the future update as well. Okay, after waiting for quite some time, looks like we're not getting any new one on this either. So we're gonna test it. Wait, what? How come I can't use the camera? What's happening? Okay. Whoa! Damn. I really want to see guests go down that. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh, a little hang time at the top. Damn, that is super unfortunate. I wish there's a way to force a guest on a ride. Just pick them up, drop them in there, and say go, right? I don't even think you can pick guests up in this, can you? Move tool. Oh, move tool. M, U, can I put you in here? Come on. I can pick him up, but I can't place him in a queue. I can place him here, and he turns around. I want a drink. Yeah, okay. Still really cool. I love this idea of just exploration flumes. Look at them yeeting off. So they really like this one. I like it. Okay, that's what the Colosseum's all about, but I guess, yeah, we're gonna drop down. So we're gonna pretend like we passed through the Colosseum, or we did. We did pass through the Colosseum, and now we're gonna head up this way. Looks like we have some sort of Medusa curse style coaster here. It appears like there's a bunch of flumes up here as well. Oh, look at the chair swing. That's quite nice. La, la, la. At least we have that ambience. So good. What do we have here? A gondola? Just when you thought you'd seen it all. We might have to ride that back down later. These guys are everywhere. I may have added a few more before starting the episode. There probably was a bunch already. Oh. Okay, there's people going on flumes up here. This is our opportunity. Let's go! Oh. Oh, I definitely like how we're getting some good views on this. An entirely closed flume is not the best flume. Oh. Blonk. Wow. There's the Underworld. All right, we got a ton of flumes here. Aw, this poor lady all by herself. Oh. She's got a friend. Heyo! Oh, more friends. That should be enough friends. Ah! And I think you can actually change the perspective. Ooh, look at this! Look at this! It's like, wait, it's orbiting. Why is she so heavy? She's tipping the raft. Do you see that? What is happening here? Wow. She literally tipping the raft. It's amazing. Bonk. All 5 of them. Amazing. Oh no, and I detach the camera and it doesn't bring me back to where I was. What the heck? All right, next up, this one. Let's go. These are some really sweet flumes. And I did see that there were a couple flumes when I picked out this park for this week, but I didn't think it was this extensive. It was kind of a happy accident. I try to add like a bit of a theme to the week, and this theme I wanted to do it all like water and flumes and that sort of thing. Even the coasters I went with like aquatic themed stuff. So I'm very happy to see how many amazing flumes are in this park, just to build a little bit more of that hype for the upcoming flume contest. Let's go. And these ones are really, really cool. Now, I mentioned this earlier in a different video. The flume contest is going to be epic, but people are limited by park count. So we won't necessarily have flumes that are this big. So I think it's a nice contrast to go from these kind of crazy explorative flumes to some smaller blueprint style flumes. Oh, look at that. Oh, you did the thing. Look at this. Whoop. Put it on a rotator. So smart. Oh, oh. Bro. You made an aqueduct system to bring the... Yo. That's so smart. I love that. The creativity. It's so much extra work to make that happen, and it's such a nice detail that I appreciate. Wow. How come all the shops are... Huh. Do we have any other shops that are closed? Let's see here. Park management. Pools. Some pools might be closed because they're exit pools, so I'm gonna leave those. Do we have any other things that are supposed to be open? There's a shop. There's a couple. And I did add some extra attendants and vendors when I started the park. Mount Olympus mine train is closed. And the Adventure Jeep is closed because of the interval time. Makes sense. So is that all the flumes? I thought there was one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's this one. Oh, look at that. So you have a station here for a coaster, but you also put flumes. Wait a hot second. This is amazing. Okay. Oh my God. So it's a Medusa snake flume. Wow. Unfortunately, it's fully enclosed the whole way through, but on the outside you get that snaky appearance. And I think aesthetically, oh wow. Aesthetically, it's cool. I'm not mad at it. Look at them drop. Whee! Me. Let's go. Remarkable flumes. Wait, there's another one? Oh, there's 2 more on the other side, but nobody's coming over here. Maybe. Wait for it. Yeah, why do some flumes they have 0 interest in? We're gonna reopen them. We're open for business, people. Oh, hello. This lady seems stuck. We're gonna move her. Move tool doesn't work on her. Okay, enjoy your stay. Are you feeling brave, kid? No. All right, test mode it is. Here we go. I'm a bit sad because this one looked like it had some transparency to it. I might be wrong, but we won't get that big splash at the end. Boop. That's kind of disappointing, isn't it? Hey, the lady got unstuck. Yet no one will go on this one. I wonder if I can, like, go into an orbit view. Whee! Oh, this is actually kind of cool. Because you can see the flume from the outside. I'm not mad at it. Oh, and through the snake. Blonk. All right. All that being said, We have a coaster here. The Medusa coaster. It says it's a wave coaster. Very cool. And no one's going on this either. 1.2 kilometers in length, 122 kilometers per hour. Biggest drop is 32 meters. 6 inversions on this. Oh, got a couple guests going on right now. Are they on the next train? They are. Oh, there's a Medusa head on the front there. So that means I don't think the front bumper will work because we'll be inside of a head. So we'll just do seat view and off we go. Did I see people sliding down the aqueduct system? Am I crazy? That was really cool. I love the interactions with the flumes themselves and all of these snakes, as well as the Colosseum. You really tied it all together. Like, this is such a cool composition here. We've seen so many quote-unquote Medusa coasters through the coaster spotlights and the parks as well. But you're really leaning into it here, and that's what I've been waiting to see from Mythology. People that, like, really push things to the limit. With all these snakes, the snaky slides, like, you're really leaning into it. I like it. And I think we could even go further with it in the future. There's still great ideas to be had with this mythology stuff, but this one's definitely taking it up a notch for sure. I have to see what was going on with this aqueduct system over here. There's a hot spring up here. Is this a lazy? Oh my God. No way. No freaking way for me. Oh! Yes, yes. Oh, wow. You gotta be kidding me. I freaking love that. Normally, these aren't that exciting, but the length and the speed and the distance that you cross, it's actually kind of terrifying because you're going down an aqueduct. Like you're on a bridge, right? With coasters the coaster should totally go over top of them. That would be awesome. Okay, these concepts, big picture concepts, and look at that. Look at them. They're like slot car racers. Woo! That is incredible. They're coming in at Mach 10 and they love it. This is where all the guests are. Just non-stop. Whoa. Whoa. There's more! Oh, we just happy surprises all day long. You little lady, we're going together. Straight down drop. I'm here for it. Straight down the aqueduct. Yo. Now how are you gonna get back? Good luck. Oh, here comes another one. That's actually terrifying. What does it say? Oh my God. Look at her. Wait for it. Yeah, that is actually terrifying. Holy crap. That is so rad. Oh my God. What is the drop on that? Does it say? Test rating. 35 meters, 114 feet, and an average, that's like a 11-story building. Okay, that's really high. It's a skyscraper. I love how we keep finding more amazing flumes like that. These hidden surprises, these gems. Like I said, big concepts here in this park. Having a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun with these really cool ideas. I really like it. Really, really like it. Oh, is that the one we went on earlier? That's so cool. It looks really nice from the outside as well. It's a marvel. And again, with the raft system pulling them back up, I had no idea, again, that the flume system was going to be this intricate. And what a pleasant surprise that was. That was a lot of fun. That might even be the most fun I've ever had in a water park in any of the Planet Coaster 2 so far. And I was saying that about yesterday's creation as well. This one just destroyed it. Put it over the top. Setting records yesterday and immediately breaking them the day after. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go to the underworld of Hades. Hades is the god of the underworld, right? I think so. Great job with the fog, smoky teal lighting, fiery flames. This feels like the underworld. Very cool. And what do we have going on here? It looks like either a boat ride, armada, a mine train coaster as well. Some big concepts here as well. I will say, like in yesterday's video, I still stand by it being like one of the most detailed and realistic parks ever created. The little, like the detailing on all the path work and, you know, the bushes and just every inch of that park had detail everywhere. But what I like about this park, and I think it's winning in its own regards, setting records in its own regards, is the big concepts. You know, like while we have some unpolished stuff in certain areas and some wiggly wonky paths that are incomplete. I've seen a few spots like that so far that I haven't really addressed because it doesn't bother me. But you know, in comparison, it's something to point out in terms of like complexity. I still think this park is pushing the limits. Big picture, big ideas, big concepts. I really like it. Like that flume network was the craziest. Having slides going down an aqueduct is brilliant. Turning Medusa into a bunch of snaky flumes is brilliant. And look at this. We have volcano slides. Why? Because you can. And I think I suggested that I wanted to see that way long ago when somebody did a volcano. I'm very satisfied with the amount of legendary flumes in this park, and apparently we haven't even scratched the surface. So that is very cool. But I still think the mythology concepts, you know, there's still a lot more to explore here. Like, this park doesn't do it all, is what I mean. But it's doing more than we've ever seen so far. I just don't want people to think, well, since this park is out, there's no point in ever doing mythology. This has it all. No, there's definitely more that can be done. There's a lot more characters, gods, and concepts that can be achieved. I think this park is just, you know, showcasing what we haven't seen yet and doing it to a level that's just absolutely brilliant. And I hope this inspires a lot of people to push that mythology. We've seen a lot of mythology so far, but it's been a little bit bare bones. You know, it's been Greek and Roman buildings with calling it Poseidon, right? Poseidon's curse. Seen it 1,000 times. All right. The kid got left behind. Whoa. Look at that. And you know what? Having the people swim in the water like that, it's almost like they're spirits. This is the pond of souls. And he's reaping the souls, harvesting. That is wild. Like I said, there's tons of crazy concepts we can still come up with. I think you could even add a underglow in the water to make all the people glow white, and then they would look like ghosts. Just really put really bright lights on them. So cool. Wait, we have slides in here? Okay. Stop it. Stop it. I did pick this park because I thought it would be the most interesting mythology park of all time. Little did I know that the week that I decided to do flume theming, we would actually go to the park that has the most amount of flumes we've ever seen in a theme park so far. Going into the week of flume contest. Happy accidents. I am very, very happy. This is incredible. What a week. Really great creations this week. Also got to make mention here that I think all of my favorite creations in Planet Coaster 2 so far have been from brand new community members. People that were not around in Planet Coaster 1. It's a new era, and I can't wait to see, I hope these creators, like JMK here today, return back and become one of those names that people aspire to. It was just the other day that somebody said that I take inspiration from Nimzel or Pixel West and the Bitter Elegance. Some legendary creators in this community are the new up-and-comers inspiration. And it's cool to see new people, I guess, pass the torch and see these new people come in and become our inspiration. If you're not inspired by this, then I don't know. And this is from the makings of a brand new community member. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, we got floating lamps. I take back everything I said. All right. We have a mine train and some extra flumes to make our way to. I don't know what this path is doing to me. Wait, what? Did I just go back into a queue? So cool. Look at that mine train. Unfortunately, the camera still doesn't work on the mine train, so we'll just have to do track view on that. How do we get to it, though? How do we get to any of this stuff? I came down here. Oh, maybe up here. Well, maybe the floating lamps are intentional because it's the spirit realm. Okay. Looks like we're doing the flumes first. Wait for me. Okay. Lighting's pretty cool. It's like a dark, menacing flume. Spooky flume. I think you could have added a few more of those lights in here, though. The spooky ones. Yes. And we got this one. I might actually turn the flashlight on for this one. Oh boy. So, I don't think the mine train entrance is actually in here. I have a suspicion... Wait a second. Was that the one we... I didn't realize the exit was that big. We did just go down that, right? We did. Okay. That is so gnarly looking. I'm still waiting for my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles flume. But yes, I think the mine train boarding station is actually above us. So that's pretty much it for the Underworld experience from my understanding. And we will probably discover the mine train coaster later. And, ooh, that light shift. There's still so much to explore here. It's gonna be a wild episode. My goodness. My recording says we're coming up on an hour, but I know I've been fiddling with the flumes and fast forwarding and waiting. So, yeah, we'll do this, Dam Break Falls. But there's still so much ground to cover. I wonder if this episode's going to be longer than yesterday's. I think yesterday was the longest park spotlight in Planet Coaster 2 so far, and we might be doing a back-to-back. And if I had to pick a favorite between yesterday and today, it would be hard because I like them both for different reasons. Like I said, the other one, yesterday's was, if you weren't aware, was Rivia Park. And it was probably the most realistic and detailed theme park I've ever seen. And we don't have guests in this one. I want to go with the people. So we're going to go back one. And like I said, but this one here, it's all big picture stuff, right? Big concepts. I mean, it's very immersive as well. I think the details and the artistry are just over the top as well. But they're both doing different things like that wow me for different reasons. But I'm more of like I like the silly, playful, extreme stuff. And when I see a 110-foot aqueduct slide drop, that makes me happy inside. And you know, these mythological gods, the Hades underground, like these big concepts that are like super extreme and playful and bring a lot of personality and character to the theming and attractions. That tickles my fancy the most. And so I don't know. There's just some big picture ideas here that I just think are phenomenal, and I feel like are gonna get people inspired to do even crazier things. I hope. That is my hope. I don't think this is the end all be all for mythology, but while it is certainly the best so far, I think it's gonna start hopefully inspiring people to come up with even crazier, bigger concepts, because it sets the bar. And what this community tends to do is when the bar is set, they raise it. And, you know, iron sharpens iron. I feel like a lot of the Planet Coaster stuff so far, Planet Coaster 2 in particular, you know, in the first month or so, there were some creations that were underwhelming in comparison to that of Planet Coaster 1. And that's because it takes a while to figure out the game. You know, all these custom animatronics and movers and stuff, we have barely scraped the surface of what can be done with them. So it's like a fine wine. The game, we will see some more and more crazy stuff as the time goes on, naturally, as we did from Planet Coaster 1 as well, right? So, you know, we're going from a game where Planet Coaster 1, we were seeing the most epic creations after, like, literally, I was getting submissions. The people were like, I've been working on this game this park for the last 6 years, since, like, pretty much the game came out. And then I would feature it, and it was groundbreaking. It was the best park people had ever seen, right? So it took until the game's entire lifespan for people to not only figure it out, but take the time to build these epic creations. So now your Planet Coaster 2 is competing against the long-lasting Planet Coaster 1, where, you know, people have mastered the craft and spent years and years building things. And I'm really, to bring it all back around, I'm really impressed that we're seeing creations like today and yesterday, and even just the week before and the week before. I want to, you know, credit all the parks that we've been featuring over the last few weeks. Is this an exit? Probably. All the parks that we've featured so far have been just amazing, and you have to consider the fact that they've been built in under 2 months since the game has been released, right? What's going on here? I don't think I should. Oh, maybe it is a queue. We hadn't seen parks this good. We haven't seen parks this good in Planet Coaster 1 in the first 2 months of the game's release. I don't think so. I can't think of one off the top of my head. So I think what Planet Coaster 2 is doing, it's enabling people to build a little bit faster and go bigger. Go bigger, go home. Oh, this is an X Dimension coaster. Oh, whoa, on a log. On a battering ram. And there's moving boats, and it sunk. Whoa. All right. Whoa. Ooh, see, that's a cool idea. Torrent whirlpools. Wow. So you put like water effects on a rotator and spun them to make like tornado pools. Whoa, whoa, he shot the Cyclops in the eye. No freaking way. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. This one needs some epic music, because this is epic. Oh, polymorph. What? That's what I was just talking about. We haven't scraped the surface of what you can do with these custom animatronics yet. And seeing stuff like that, you know, gives people the idea, like, how did they do that? Oh yeah, you can do that. And then people start raising that bar. Look at the Hydra in the background. Wow. Okay, this is cool. And I think this might be one of the first, if not the first, X Dimension coasters we've seen in Planet Coaster 2 so far. We've seen people do some, I was just talking about J.R. Tinman earlier, Mountain Rescue. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Mountain Rescue was an X-Dimension coaster. This deserves the Mountain Rescue song. You shouldn't have put it on the Troy coaster. You should have put it on this one. I feel like we got a retake. Because this is doing some epic stuff. Wow, is it ever. Nice shot of the Mount Olympus there, back into the boarding station. Yo. Wow. Okay, pause please. So what I want to do is experience it with A, head in the clouds, but B, from a different perspective where I can look around. Because there were certain things that I wish I got a better look at. And you can see the people rotating as a bonus. So yeah, here we go. Shoots the arrow. Boom! Hits him in the eye. Oh my god! That is incredible. Let's go. There's the whirlpools. Incredible. The polymorph turns them into pigs. Oh, and the dolphin. I didn't see that last time. Wow. And the Hydra, and I don't even know what you call that thing. What is that thing called? With the 1,000 teeth. Wow, and the Hydra blows fire too. That is remarkable. Look at that. Wow. I also just noticed this. When I saw this, I said, I thought to myself, oh, that would have killed my game in Planet Coaster 1. And then I looked up at my FPS, and I'm actually getting 56 FPS. I'm actually below 60. I think it's the first time in Planet Coaster 2 history that I've dipped below 60. This park's doing it with all of its features. So eventually I do think the day will come where we're slogging it at 20 FPS, even with DLSS and all that new tech. But yeah, this park would have killed Planet Coaster 1. Doing stuff like this, really pushing the boundaries. The fact that the mouth opened the way it did, so cool. Giant frog thingy. And yeah, so what was the coaster called? It was like Odysseus Arrow or something? Odysseus Arrow. So that's why it's like shaped like an arrow. And that's a fun concept too. So far we've seen a lot of Poseidon, and I guess this is Odysseus there shooting his arrow at the Cyclops. Such a good concept. And it's just a rotator that pulls the arrow around on a trigger once in a while. It's brilliant. And you can do that stuff in Planet Coaster 2, and I think this is where people will start to realize the potential and come up with their own ideas like that. And I'm still waiting for that like legendary Poseidon coaster. We've seen so many Poseidon coasters, but how can we take the storms and that stuff and the waterfalls, the storms, and you know, big wave pools? Like the more waves you add to a pool, the crazier you can get them, like 20 feet high. So like that should be incorporated somehow into a coaster with boats rocking up and down and lightning bolts and stuff like that. I want to see that come to life. So maybe it's in this park, I don't know, but like I said, there's so many mythological creatures, gods, and characters that I think there's an endless amount of ideas here. And I think that's what Frontier was kind of thinking when they decided to put this into the game. Get people to go big right away and, you know, explore that imagination. I do feel, for me personally, Viking and mythology is a bit more of an advanced tertiary theme that probably should have been DLC. Well, we did see a lot of I think they did it because there were, I don't know where I'm going and how I want to get there. I think there were a lot of people that were attempting Viking with the pieces in Planet Coaster 1 when basically there were no Viking pieces. People would build them out of scratch. And I think that's why Frontier did that. They was, oh, people want Viking and they haven't had a proper way to do it, so we'll give them Viking. And same with Mythology. So they wanted to give us something new to play with, but at the same time, with how complicated this game is and like, you know, all the movers and stuff, to really make the most out of Viking and Mythology, I think we need to be very developed at the game. We need to be very experienced. And by the time we figure it out and start making epic parks like this and beyond, the first DLC will drop and it'll be like fantasy or something. Or sci-fi. So it would have been nice to see these come a little bit later instead of start off. Look at this shot though. That is so cool. But at the same time, we're seeing stuff we've never seen before. So I'm not mad at it. More water slides? You gotta be kidding me. This is crazy. I like this village. White and blue. It's very nice looking. Let's go on up. See what we can find. Some shops and stuff. Where are you guys going? Oh, look at that. More pools over here. Flight of Icarus. Got the Charoplanes up there. Very nice. See a little Trojan head poking up in the background. Oh, I love it. I don't really want to go on the Flight of Icarus, so just want to come up here for the views. Trident. I'm assuming that's the wooden coaster. That makes sense. And that's also another thing that's been very well thought out in this park. You haven't really done what people have done in terms of like the names. How many Poseidon's Curse coasters, Medusa Curse coasters have we seen so far? Right? You went with Trident, Odysseus Arrow, and you know you're pulling from other things that we haven't seen and other concepts. You know, you could go with the cliche Poseidon's, you know, Wrath or whatever, but you went with just, this is called the Trident, and it's a wooden coaster. I like it. I appreciate it. I want to go up here first because there's water slides, but I don't think there's any guests coming up here, which is unfortunate, but there are guests in them. They can walk back up from here. Oh, hello. He's going on one. Which one does he pick? Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. Blunk. All right. Not a lot of people coming up here. There's a look at the flumes there. They're pretty basic. I mean, these are the most basic flumes. These would be considered the kiddie flumes of the park. Still pretty epic. I like it. And it's all over here on this like crashed, shipwrecked area, which is cool because people get to swim around all this. How did you get the lifeguards to cover this whole area? Don't they have like a max range? They do. So all these people are gonna drown. That's not good for business. Okay. Let's go check out the Trident. Up we go. An exploration wooden coaster. It looks like it's going to take us pretty much across the entire park, at least across the entire lake. Oh, and we got epic music. I'm here for it. Quit pushing me. What is happening? I'm getting pushed around. What is this train? Ah! Looks like we're in a boat. Yeah. Thought we'd be riding a Trident. Is front bumper possible? It is. I mean, there's a little bit of glitchiness in the top left. I'll just look forward a little bit more. Here we go. Whoa! I want more of that. That was cool. Bit unfortunate with the glitchiness there. It's better than having hands in our face because those cover the screen anyway. Wow. And I love the way you move the octopus arms. That's so cool. I want a little bit more though. It left me wanting more. I'm like, can we explore the ocean some more, please? But a sensational surprise. Always talk about that surprise factor. Add that wow moment to your experiences, and that certainly had it there. So much so that I was like, darn, I want to see that again. I want a closer look. And with that, we will. We will look forward at the back. Oh, that doesn't work. Unfortunately, they did say like the park is nice at nighttime lighting. I think they meant like the actual park. and not the attractions, because every attraction that I've checked so far has had no nighttime lighting, unfortunately. All right, let's check this out in chase view. I love the fact that the water is like billowing over the sides as well. That's really cool. Wow. I love it. Another sensational ride. Big brain ideas. Captivating views. This lake, ocean, coast thing is brilliant. But we still have to go to the top of Mount Olympus and check out a volcano. And I think that's pretty much all of the attractions. I'll do a double check on it, but for all we know, like, I mean, there's at least 5 slides up there on that volcano. Hopefully the guests are actually going up there. Looks like you turn this big lighthouse, the Fright House of Alexandria, into a drop tower. I'm gonna pass on that one, simply because there's too many walls to see anything. This is cool. You made a trebuchet out of a flat ride. Okay, that's actually wicked. I'm a fan. And look at the volcano. Woo! Very nice. Awesome. Welcome to Mt. Vesuvius? Vesuvius. Which way do I go? Left or right? Does it matter? Oh. Exit pool from a toilet. Wrong way, dude. There's nothing up there, trust me. All right, let's start making the climb. See what we got going on up here. Fire and brimstone mixed with water slides. Fire slides. We have arrived. Yes, and there are people. Oh, look at that. You recolored. I didn't know you could recolor the fog. Oh. And that, you made a sphere pop up with a mover. Then you made a plant, a coral reef plant, recolored orange, pop up after, then fire shootout. These are the small ideas, the big brain ideas that I've been talking about. Is discovering these little things is brilliant. It's like, now everyone's going to do that, right? And how many little micro details are going to be added up until people are doing one of everything? Okay, so there is a problem up here, obviously. Oh, maybe not. I can't. Oh, I was like, I can't exit my camera because there was that apparently in the way. I said there was a problem, but it seems to be working now. Let's pick a person. Can I get the person in front, please? No, the game won't let me. Why? Oh, I literally can't click her. Got her. Legsies! Quad legsies. Oh, wow, that had some heat to it. Some speed and some heat. Oh, wow. So why aren't they going on these ones? We're gonna close and open them. Sometimes that like regains their attention. There's one girl waiting for somebody. Maybe if I close, they're so interested in this one for some reason that it's making them not go to the other ones. And now they're just like, no. If that one's, oh, this guy's kind of interested. Oh, where's he going? There he is. You and I will be friends today. Wow. This is fast. If the new flume physics were in, it would definitely fly off the sides of that mountain. And you would be in a world of hurt. Tumbling down fire and obsidian rock. Oh, we got another rider. Let's go. Yeah, it's definitely going over the edges. Now I wonder if the flume physics in the upcoming update in March, is it March? I don't remember now. They said sometime in the future. If, she came back and she can't get a friend. I wonder if the flume physics update will propagate to old existing saves. Because if they do, then all of people's rides will break. Hopefully they don't, and it's only to the newly created things. But you never know with Frontier. All right, we got 2 riders here. Ride or die, double legsies. I'm here for it. Let's go. We're getting spoilt on the water slides today. More slides in this episode than the entire contest. I'm kidding, there's gonna be a lot of flumes. But definitely the most amount of flumes we've seen so far, and they're done in very creative and fun and interesting ways. So that has been a complete joy. I've loved everything about these flumes. And I think now it's about finding our way up to Mount Olympus. So normally we would come down here and cross this bridge. So let's do that. Up, up, and away. I guess we can ride the gondola, but it just goes up to the top there, so I'm okay on that. Yeah, I'm curious, like, what other ideas can you do? Can you, like, what about a transport ride? What could you do from a mythology standpoint? Like, maybe little cherubs that transport you? What kind of transport ride would be the cherub? Like, I don't know, or maybe a Pegasus or something? Some sort of flying Pegasus that can transport you? And now, with coasters, you have the exit station. So one thing I haven't seen people do, we have seen... Wait, did I go the wrong way? I thought there was a bridge that I was looking for. We've seen people use the exit stations as like, they exit and then it moves up and then they board and then they load up. But nobody's actually made an exit boarding station as a transport ride. You can literally just have like a station there and then one over there and have the coaster transport you from one side of the park to the other. With that, you can decorate it so you could make this into a flying chariot of sorts and deliver people across the park, right? So tons of ideas. This is supposed to be the exit. I don't care. Okay, we're going up the exit. So green across the board. Here we go. Track length 2.3 kilometers in length. I think that makes it the longest coaster in the park with max speeds of 100 kilometers per hour. Average speeds 45. Biggest drop is 30 meters. I think the Aqueduct slide had a bigger drop than this coaster. And a 19,000 scenery rating. We're going front bumper because the swing is broken in this game. And up to the top of Mount Olympus we go. I believe this might be our final attraction of the day. And so soak it up, enjoy the experience. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna speed up the lift. Oh wow, I actually feel like we're going into the clouds, which is really cool. All right, here we go. Absolutely incredible. What is that? What is that? We're not done there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, right. Wasn't Adventure Jeep Ride that has to have... So what they wanted me to do is change the minimum interval to 20 seconds. Then it can be opened up. I don't know where the queue is. Wait. Oh, they come up here. Whoa. You made... Look at these Jeeps. That is so cool. Oh. And we could... I was talking about the Jurassic Park theme. You could totally do Jurassic Park Jeeps. That is sick. Okay, we're just gonna do it in test mode. Wait, should we do it like a Jeep? I guess we kind of have to, because if we do front bumper, we get this. We're going Jeep mode. Oh wow, it's a spinning. Oh, it's a spinning coaster, so it can strafe around the corners or drift, not strafe. I guess it's the same thing, technically. But yes, this thing can drift around corners. Oh man, I've been waiting my entire life for this. We could do Tokyo Drift Racers. We could do the Tokyo Drift Racers. Somebody do it, please. Please. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, the boulders. Oh, we might have to watch this from the behind POV. We can do like Indiana Jones. What else? Like, there's so many ideas that can come from this. Oh, wow. The rolling boulder. That is a clump of rocks. And then you made it roll. That's smart. Wait, do they not have the rolling boulder piece in the game anymore? They just make you build it yourself? So cool. Oh my god. Oh, neat. Oh. I'm in love with this. Again, with the innovation and the big brain ideas. Phenomenal. Okay, we kind of have to go again, but this time we have to, like, watch it. Yes, we're gonna watch it. I want to see this thing, like, drift around corners and stuff. It's so cool. It's ridiculous and amazing. Somebody needs to make some tricked out hot rods and street racing cars, and we got to do some Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift through a city. Sorry, I lost control. My phone was going off. Speaking of which, Need for Speed was, it's one of my all-time favorite racing games. Need for Speed Carbon, fun fact, there was a tournament, because the game was coming out, or the game just released, so there was a tournament to play Need for Speed Carbon, and I signed up for it, and my mom, so legendary, went out and rented the game, 2 copies of it, and then we set up 2 TVs, and my buddy Brian came over, and he played one copy and I played the other, and we had 2 TVs next to each other, and this was back on Xbox 360, and we raced against each other all night long until I got good at the game. And then I went to the tournament, played manual, so when you could switch the gears, you drop the gears down drift it around the corner, punch it back up. If you control it well, you will go faster and gain better distances than the Tokyo Drifter cars. So it was a very intense tournament, and I ended up winning the whole thing. I remember right at the end there, the guy, he passed me on the second lap by taking a shortcut, and I looked over at his screen to see where it was, and I had to, if I didn't get the shortcut on the third lap, he would win. And we both got the shortcut on the third lap, and I drifted around him and won. And I just passed him like a few seconds before the end. It was so intense. One of the most intense moments I've ever had in gaming. And for that reason, I will always love drifting cars that drift, because of that moment there. So I want to see some more drifting cars. That's the whole moral of the story. That's what this kind of brings back, some memories. Very, very cool. Let me just double check things and see if we've forgotten anything. No, I think we've gotten it all. No, this. How did I miss this gigantic Colosseum? You see my frames dropping there? I dropped to like 27 FPS there for a second. I can't believe, wow. We got to give it up to JMK. First person to kill Planet Coaster 2. Literally. The game has never gone above 60 FPS in this park. I don't know what's happening here, so I'm just gonna go from a bird's eye view. Yeah, it just dies when I zoom out here. What is happening here? These little chariots, they're called the Chariot Racers, and they're on just a constant loop? So cute. Yeah, this one's in the station. Perfect. Well, we kind of have to, like, follow them. Chariot Racers! Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Wow, this is chaos. And look at the guys fighting over there. They're actually dueling on the genie ride. Look at this. They're swinging their swords and everything. Hi-ya! Okay, that is remarkable. I don't know why the guests aren't being let on. Oh, and you have like spinning axes or something over here? Wow. Okay. These chariots are ridiculous. I love it. They're just so frantically fast. It reminds me of a cat with tape on its tail. Just zoom, zoom, zoom. Let's go, zoomies. Yeah, I'm actually kind of scared that you broke Planet Coaster and my frames have not been above 60 on a 4090 DLSS and the top CPU on the market, and my game is dying. It only took 2 months for somebody to kill the frame rate. That is amazing and terrifying. Oh, this is the one to beat, I think, you guys. I loved yesterday's park too. I'm a little torn, but let's talk about this one. This is where the focus should be. I mean, this is, oh wow, you even did a grape smasher. It is grape. So cool. Yeah, this is a beautiful little scene, isn't it? The concepts, the imaginativeness, the imagination, it's all just big brain stuff. I can't believe it. It's so much fun. The water slides were just, I think, my favorite part of it all. Particularly, I got excited about this aqueduct and the big aqueduct drop there. Those are so cool. Using the flumes as the Medusa snakes with the coaster intertwined in there as well. You decided, hey, let's mix coasters and flumes together and see what happens. You did this whole aqueduct system to get the dinghies back up, all these flumes around the side, and that wasn't enough. You had to go make a volcano flume mountain. You know, the creativity with the custom cars on the Jeeps, I mean, there's so much going on here that's just genuinely new, refreshing, exciting, but also tipping the scales of what mythology really should be, right? So far, it's been Medusa's curse and Poseidon's wrath over and over and over again, but none of them really pushed the elements of Poseidon. Where's the big waves coming from? You know, this could have been Poseidon's wrath with the big waves and lightning and storms and stuff, but no, you just call it Trident, right? And I still think there is room for these big concepts, and I still think, you know, this is just the tip of the, like, this is just, we're breaking into it right now. You did a lot of amazing things that we've never seen before, and you did it. This is the one to beat. This sets the bar, absolutely. But I still think there's more to discover here. There's so many more gods and creatures and ideas and concepts, but this one really sets the pace. It does. You did a nice blanket slate, touched a little bit of everything, and did it with big concepts, big ideas. And it was just remarkable. And because of that, I feel like I'm a lot more excited for the future of mythology, right? It's really, really cool. I can't really fault anything here except for maybe the nighttime lighting, because, you know, I just gave up on checking things at night because none of them were really that impressive at night. I guess the water slides would have been. That would have been actually pretty cool. Do we have somebody going down right now? Maybe we can ride one of these. Just get another person up here. It's a bit strange that this guy can't go by himself, and then he needs a second rider. You're gonna be waiting up there for a while, buddy. Aw. A lady finally came up and she doesn't join him. She's like, nope, going on my own slide. Beat it, nerd. Yeah, this looks pretty cool at night. Absolutely. Very cool. Yeah, so, I mean, the actual lighting in areas, like, this looks cool at night. This Mount Olympus has this neat glow to it that is very majestic looking, which I like as well. What was this? Oh, that's the mine train tracks? Didn't know you could take the wood off of it. That's cool. Some of the areas are well lit, like the Colosseums and all that. The water glows quite nicely at night. It's very majestic, the water. But the actual experience, wow, this park runs like absolute trash suddenly. I don't know if it's because I've been playing for a while or what's happening. Maybe it's at night, but the frames just keep dying on me. And I think that goes to show that this creator really put a lot into this. Whatever's causing the frame hits, it's between the animatronics moving, the VFX, the big gigantic wave pool, the endless amounts of slides, the ton of AI in here. There's like 10,000 guests now moving around. Everything's in motion. It goes to show that the Planet Coaster 2 engine is not impervious, and it will eventually break and die like the first game did. But as long as you're optimal about how you're doing things, I think it's been fine so far. We've seen massive parks run beautifully, and this did run well for the most part, right? Just once in a while, it just jams down. Again, like this is one of my personal favorite parks because I was saying just a while ago, I'm not the biggest fan of mythology. And then somebody did something really cool with mythology, and I said, I'm becoming a fan. This is what I've been waiting for. And this here park is what I've been waiting for to become a fan of mythology because of these big concepts, the beautiful vistas, the insane ideas, what you can do with mythology, creatures, gods, and interact that. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities to add custom theming to the coaster trains, the coaster cars, and make your coaster experience match that of your god, your creature, your theme, and create a bit of a story and a narrative with all of that. Where I feel like with the Viking, the aquatic, and even the tropical, it's a lot harder to do that. You're going to be stuck doing things a little bit more generic and creating your own story, creating your own tale, or just trying to lean into visuals, where mythology really has the capability of having that epic storytelling, the gods, the David versus Goliath, the gods, the Zeus versus Thor. You can have all of that goodness and create a story and animate characters and animatronics around that. And I think this one really touched on a little bit of all of that and really inspired me, and I hope it inspired you guys. But absolutely the greatest mythology park ever created, and probably, one of the this is definitely top 3 Planet Coaster 2 parks so far. Really, really good stuff. JMK, unranked to builder, putting you up to advanced, and I'm gonna move you right up to expert. It's debatable if we should just jump you to master. You know what we'll do just before we end things off is we'll just take a little sneak peek together. We go to the Frontier Workshop here. The share code for this park will be down in the description below. We go browse, we enter code. This is the share code. You can pause it if you want to double check it, but it's also in the description. Ancient Wonders by Ludicrum Rec, but they submitted their Discord name as JMK. So if we go to their workshop creations, the other thing they made is Adventure Springs, which, hello, the week of the Flume contest, I would have loved to feature this. Why is this not in my inbox? JMK, submit this right now. Go back to the Planet Coaster submission form and submit this. I mean, there are some unfinished areas here. I can see some, but the mountain looks incredible. It looks really, really cool. Would you guys like to see this? Fire away down in the comments below. Adventure Springs, hashtag Adventure Springs. JMK, please send that in. Between the two, you're definitely an expert. You're definitely a master, if not a legend, but we're going to start you at expert and climb you up from there. I think jumping from builder or unranked to expert is quite the jump, and I'll probably get burned at the stake if I move you straight to master. So I'm pretty confident with your ability to earn your master rank very, very quickly on your next thing. So I think that's good for me. But welcome to the community, JMK. I am absolutely excited for to see what you do next. Thank you also for your support. A bronze patron. What have I said, guys? All the Patreon supporters are also the best creators. Thank you so much, JMK, for sharing this amazing creation with us here today. Setting records here. I think you now have the longest park spotlight as well. It might be a tie between the two of you yesterday and today. You and Hobson are battling for the spotlight of the week here, and I can't pick a favorite. They're both so good. Well done. What did you guys think? Fire away down in the comments below, and that's going to do it for today's episode of Park Spotlight. Thank you all so much for watching, and hope you have a wonderful day. Bye now.